All right. I want to talk about positioning yourself for luck. I think at any given time throughout your life, every millisecond, you have an angel and a devil on your shoulder for every decision that you make. Even if it's, you know, do I close the toilet lid or do I leave it open? Do I throw this little piece of trash out or do I leave it on the table? Do I wave to that person or do I pretend I don't see them? Like there's all of these decisions every single millisecond of our lives, and taking the one that you know is good more often than not is like the more difficult one, and maybe it takes longer or it's more difficult, or you don't really want to do it. You don't really want to wave to this person you like kind of know as you walk down the street. But in the end, the most important thing, back to the point of this video, is positioning for luck. And I think the more that you can increase your surface area of things that you touch with your good hand, like if you're in Magic, right? They have the right hand path and the left hand path. And I'm pretty sure, maybe I got this wrong, but the left hand path is like the evil path. And it's like you're willing to do whatever it takes. You're willing to sacrifice people, kill people to get whatever it is that you want in life. And the right hand path is like the good path, and you're willing to sacrifice yourself for a greater good, to create a better world, and like to create a life that God wanted for you, right? And there's two paths, and to increase your surface area of luck in life, in my opinion, the left-hand path of doing evil and doing bad is horrible. Screwing people over, sacrificing people, doing evil deeds, it all comes back to haunt you, and you have no luck. And luck, in my opinion, is the exponential multiplier of your life, and it's the only thing that matters is luck. And the only way to increase your luck is to position your surface area of luck and your exposure to luck in all avenues of your life. And in my opinion, the only way to do that is to follow the right hand path, which is kind of doing the more difficult things and sacrificing yourself and putting yourself out there more. You're waving to the dude that you kind of know as you walk down the street, because you never know that maybe he waves back and wants to talk to you, and then he's got a job offer for you, or he's got something he wants you to do. And the same thing with how I talked about, oh, do I put the toilet lid down or do I keep it up? Maybe you put the toilet lid down and your roommate sees the toilet lid down. Maybe it's a girl or something, and she's so happy that she cooks a little bit extra dinner and gives it to you. So now you got a tasty free dinner just because you did one thing of putting the toilet lid down, you know? And if you rewind it to the other way and you talk about living the left hand path and being an evil magician and just stepping on people, ruining people, being selfish, doing whatever you want, you're really cutting yourself off from ever having luck in your life. And I just don't think it's quite, it's like not really intelligent. And so recently, like 2020, just to be honest, 2025 was like the worst year of my life. And I think it was the worst year of my life because I created it, because I adopted the left hand path and I cut everyone off, and I was extremely selfish, and I did harmful acts to myself and to others, and it just created a complete downfall. And then as I tried to come out of the downfall of 2025, I like looked up and tried to see where my luck was, and I tried to hit up all my contacts and who could help me, and no one responded. It was all dead. I had like one, maybe two friends even write me back, you know? And as I kind of woke up and realized this whole thesis, I've been forcing myself to live again on the right hand path and to go out of my way to do the good thing, to do the right thing, to make things a little bit better, to call someone that maybe I haven't called in a while, to reach out to somebody, to walk down the street and make sure I wave and say good morning to every neighbor. If there's someone at the coffee shop and they look like they're lonely, I'm just gonna smile at them and say good morning or something. Like I'm trying to go the extra mile, and it may sound selfish in doing it, that oh, like I'm trying to increase my luck and I'm forcing myself to be a good person, but it's literally how it works. Like just think, if God created earth and then God created luck, who's he going to give it to? The people that are selfish and backstab everyone and shove people to get ahead, or the people that are honest and put effort into trying to make other people's days better, you know? And the more that you can put effort into touching more lives, whether it's through creating content or talking to people in the streets or whatever, calling people you haven't heard from in a while, like just putting effort into being a good person and walking the right hand path is like an exponential multiplier on your own luck. Because you never know exactly how to position yourself for luck. The only thing you can do is constantly make the right choice in any given moment. Because like I said, every single moment you're faced with an angel and a devil on your shoulder, and you're constantly forced to make a decision, whether should I throw this piece of trash out or should I just keep it on this table forever until someone complains about it. You know what I mean? And it's I should throw that out, huh? But yeah, I think it's if I could go back in my life, I wouldn't change anything, because I had to, walk the wrong path to learn that it was the wrong path. Oh, I'm on the wrong street. I should have walked down the right-hand path. But it's just one of my biggest lessons that I've learned in the past like year and a half, is that doing things selfishly and trying to stomp all over people and pushing your way to get ahead is a surefire way to cut yourself off from not only luck and the ability of other people to want to support you and help you, but God, it cuts you off from God himself, because you're ruining other people's lives. And and it can be even, it sounds kind of like I'm blowing it out of proportion or something, but even someone at your work or your school or something, and you're passing each other on the street, and the left-hand path, the selfish path, is just to headphones in, ignore them, and the right-hand path and the path that's connected with God is take the headphones out and be like, yo, what's up? And be willing, be willing to increase your surface area of luck. Maybe you talk to this dude, you never talked to him before, but you guys both recognize that you work together or something, and you talk and you have the best conversation ever. He finds out that you need something and he connects you with it, and you took the right-hand path and you exposed yourself and you forced yourself to be good and go out of your way to be good, and your luck increased, and God's up there smiling because two of his people went out of their way. One initiated probably, but two of his people are down there creating luck for each other, and that's like a beautiful thing for God. So, yeah, just I don't know where this video started, but I think luck is important. And I think the only way you can increase it is to be a good person. So be aware of all the decisions that you make in your life, like every millisecond, and just, even though it sucks and even though it's difficult and it's annoying and it's cringe and whatever, like over time, doing that one, the cringe, difficult one, it compounds, and you're just increasing your ability to absorb luck, which is like somewhat of a God-given energy, So that's all I got for today. Peace.